Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. Welcome back to a new week, and man, last week was a bit crazy. You may or may not have seen that the ADP private payroll report came out and it missed its estimate by nearly 500,000 jobs. But also unemployment went down. So what's the real story? Now, you've heard me talk before about the JOLTS, which is the Job Opening Labor Turnover Survey, which is basically how many jobs there are in the marketplace. And that number has been flirting with 11 million for month after month after month now. So there's a lot of suspicion and maybe some confirmation coming that there's just been a mass exodus of people from the workforce that are retiring early or just quitting altogether but not filing unemployment. So if you've heard the term the Great Resignation, that's what I'm talking about. You know, when ADP comes out and says that we actually had a contraction of private payroll when the expectation was an expansion, and then you see that the unemployment number is down, well, you'd think, well, if there's a contraction, then we see unemployment go up. But that means that there's just a hole and there's just a void of those jobs, and those employees are going elsewhere. And the assumption is that a lot of those people are just resigning. I know personally, some people in my life have gotten early payouts. They're retiring early. They're being offered compensation from their company, 6 months and 12 months of pay to actually take an early retirement. And that is what I think is a suspicion here. What's this got to do with mortgage rates? Well, as you know, the Fed makes its monetary policy after a number of different variables, and one of the things economically they got to talk about is jobs. They can't make monetary policy decisions and financial forecasts without considering our labor force and our workers. And so I think that we're gonna kind of be in this holding pattern for the next several weeks while we listen for Fed speak that talks about this result that came out last week, while forecasting what's going to happen when they do their first rate hike in March. Now, they're saying, like they always will, oh, we could do this, we could do that. Really what that means is they're going to do something. The real question now is, what are they going to do? Are they going to raise their Fed funds rate by 0.25% or by 0.5%? Now, the jury's out on whether or not it'll be 1/4 or it will be half, but it's going to probably be one of those two. There's pretty much nobody saying that we're going to see zero change. Everyone that's an analyst and an economist is saying there's going to be some sort of change, and it's either going to be 1/4 or 1/2, and they're kind of split on the opinion of how fast the Fed's going to raise their rate. Now, this doesn't have a direct impact on mortgage rates. As we've discussed before, the Fed funds rate does not determine your mortgage rate. However, it does reveal how the Fed feels about where we're at in our economy. And then, of course, that weighs into the traders that move bond markets and the mortgage-backed security market. And that's where our money for mortgages comes from. So you might see a little bit of a calm before the storm over this week and the next few weeks while the market kind of digests this information and we anticipate and wait for the Fed's decision in March, which is just a couple weeks away now, in March, to see how fast they're going to increase their Fed funds rate. I know this might be bringing up some questions, and you might want to have a personal discussion with one of us on the team to determine what you should do in real estate as far as preparing for your next purchase, or even if it means refinancing and doing cash out now for any number of reasons, debt consolidation, remodeling your home, upgrading your home, or even taking some cash out of your current property now to store it up and wait to buy an investment property, or 2 or 3. So if you want to have any of those conversations with us this week or this month, please reach out. Send us a direct message. You can make a comment in this video or email or call your loan officer and tell them that you want to have a discussion on how to make the most out of real estate and mortgage in 2022. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please feel free to share this video with someone you love and care about so that they are informed of what's going on in the market and what that means to them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.